All right, so 2 years ago, I think you guys ended the season #1, had all the momentum, and then shut down last year. A few bumps in the road, and then you guys, I think, ended the year with a few guys on the COVID list, right?
Yeah.
So I know the season hasn't started yet, but goals this year. I mean, you guys talk about it? What's the goal for this team?
Kind of same goals as every year. Be successful and push ourselves to practice every single day to train for those moments, those pressure moments that come in the season when the title's on the line or when I think things mean the most. So really practicing that way and getting reps that way is the base to start to do that.
I know you had an off season full of aspirations of the NBA, and you went to Chicago and everything. What did you learn from that camp that you can take into your playing here in your last year at KU?
I learned a lot from that camp and also just from training, throughout the summer for those 2 months before leading up to the combine. But in the combine, I learned that, you're not going to get the most time to shine in the games, whether it's in the games, but in the drills and stuff, taking that seriously, which I did, but taking that more seriously. And now that I have that mindset going back, next year, going into and learning all that stuff, I think it's really important to just take that seriously and, really go and focus on that more than the game. So.
With all the talent that's around you, how beneficial do you believe it's going to be just for the team to get better, but for you to get better as a player too?
Really beneficial for everybody. Having good players, having yourself surrounded with good players is always good because, you have a lot of threats on the floor, so the defense has to respect that in a way. Say we have a threat like CB outside or Jalen outside on the wing or Remy even at point guard. That's a lot of threats around me and around David, so that's a good way to look at it.
How has Remy been?
Really good. I think out of everything he's brought I think a different kind of leadership to our team. Just from day one, he's just brought this energy and this passion for the game that he brings into practice, and it's fun playing with him.
And Bill Self said a lot of speed. Do you feel that the speed is going to pick up this? Yeah. How do you feel that transition is going on?
With him, between him, Joe, Bobby, and DeJuan, those little guards, and even Kyle, just the way they push the ball and picking up their defender full court and having that defensive presence, I think really coach loves that, and just playing downhill how they do and always being in attack mode and facilitating for others is what coach asked for.
Last question I got for you: Oak Park to now, man. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's like, did you ever just envision when you're at Oak Park? It's like, wow, I'm like kind of that that senior role now. How's this journey been for you?
Never. Coming in, obviously, I was kind of recruited as a 4-year player. To come in and finally by your senior year, once I was at Kansas, that I would have this role, but now actually being in the role and looking back on that on my 4 years here, it's been really special. So I can only just be thankful for this opportunity for it all. So.
Coach, you talked this summer about Remy kind of reminding you a little of Devon, quickness, especially right
Yeah.
now. Do you think back to when you played with Devon and what that opened up for you and what you were able to get? Because it seems, looking back to me, that you guys on the perimeter got a lot of open looks off of that. Do you think that can happen here? Same thing?
Yeah. I definitely think there is a correlation between those two and how they play and how they play within our offense. Which I think can only benefit the guards on the outside, me, CB, J. Will, Jalen Coleman, Lane. So I think that's really special to kind of see it that way. But I also think Remy kind of brings a different kind of role to it too, as he's a facilitator too. He's a really good passer and has really good vision with that speed. So finding more open looks for us, I think, will be something that we're looking forward to.
And you got tons when Devon's there, right? That was one of the reasons your shot took off. You took open shots.
Yeah.